It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Saints and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. On the return, Williams. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah. 2
touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On first down, Ryan. And shutting him off, now open field. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So that one will be accepted. Now Ryan on second down.
Open man is Quintez Cephas.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Yeah, they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 23-yard line. A big play there out of the running game. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw here.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Jerry Jeudy.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Williams to return.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. To Michelle on the dump off. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Another day, another
dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 3 catches, 75 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Try to pound it in, Kamara. He bowls over it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. He was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football. And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Foye Sade-Aluakin charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons ready to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. From the 22, Ryan. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Ryan. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw again is Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On second and goal, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Quintez Cephas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Returning it, John Ross. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Saints. Noah Fant with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Ryan, that's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And down to the 15. A big play there just before halftime. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now it's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we have reached halftime with a miss. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now Ross to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the second half with Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
He'll buy some time right. This is the tight end Fant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Noah Fant, 27 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this one is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Ryan. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 28.
Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They're running it. It's Michelle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more this time, the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now Ryan.
And this one taken in by Cephas.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Here we go, G. Mike 28.
Here's Ryan. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in.
Let's go.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been magnificent as we start to roll on all these touchdown passes he's had so far. It's been fun to watch.
It's been almost poetic, hasn't it? Captain, my captain.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Well, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two
It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Saints and the 49ers coming up next.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Callaway, the return man. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something that's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 18 carries, 63 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, I remember reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
Let's go.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there. Now Leonard Fournette.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through a 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground. And I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense down, saying thanks a lot. He held him to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well,
and this throw will be intercepted.
Picked up by Ambling Thomas. And the Niners are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision. Right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
This is brought in at the 21.
What was that, Rob?
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize him.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Garoppolo. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go.
And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
Callaway, the return man. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that can overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Fournette, a first down carry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Garoppolo now. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquez Callaway. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is incomplete.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
And that'll make it third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back now here in Santa Clara. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Looking to throw.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's going to be caught by Jeudy.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. There's Garoppolo to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And some space here. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. Leonard Fournette. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And now here's Ross.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner.
And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Fournette running out of the gun. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Gold is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard, 2:14 to play. Their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is the tight end Fant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, you've been all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are back within a score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A 1st down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done. Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
2nd down, back to Fournette. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The Saints going to call the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And they will take a knee here. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you want a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some.